Next up, Ryan Pinkerton. Now this will be interesting. A national champion from the USA, starting further down the order than we would have expected, Nico.
Yeah, I don't know if he had an issue yesterday, had to go to the Q2. Triples into that woods there. That's a really technical line.
Big pull across there from Pinkerton.
He's been so consistent this season and built through the year as well. He had that awesome ride in Lenzerheide after crashing out of the start gate. Had the fastest split from split one to the finish. So he's got to take some momentum from that and finish this year off with a bang.
This is looking fast, Josh.
It's looking fast from Pinkerton, charging hard here and getting some good backsides in those triple jumps.
4.3 seconds
into the final rock garden. Pinkerton into the finish bowl.
This is looking really, really fast from Ryan Pinkerton. The Californian heads down towards the line, breaks the beam with a 5.3 second margin above Henry Kerr. Next up, another rider slightly out of order than what we would tend to expect him, Andy Kolb.
Yeah, unfortunately had to go to the Q2 yesterday, but he put it all back together and got the bike through the second race.
Andy Kolb has been on the edge of that race-winning time this season. He's been charging hard. That drama around him, that business drama of the team definitely has its effect, but Andy still riding free, still riding for himself here, being supported by Matty Duppel under the Forbidden Racing Team tent for this weekend.
Let's get the next split time, whereas Andy Kolb, he's 1.9 seconds up the road from Ryan Pinkerton.
Huge off that jump.
Andy Kolb to the moon across there, Josh.
You just see him flexing his elbows and his hands there a little bit. This is your last chance before it's all gas to the finish line. This is the moment, this next rock garden, and what brought him undone in qualifying one yesterday. So he might have a little bit of extra composure in here. He also could just YOLO it straight through the rocks.
Doesn't go for the big pull like Finn Haas did, but that looks really fast to me, Nico.
So smooth here. This left turn is really crucial, and he got that super nicely. He's one of the taller riders, which will help him to be able to absorb these sharp rocks, and then through the bottom section carry speed as well.
Andy Kolb really, really popular everywhere we go, getting roared on by this Canadian.
Triples into the woods there.
Huge! Andy Kolb on a tear here in Mont-Sainte-Anne.
Andy Kolb will Ronnie Mack hitting the front door hard as he comes into the next split.
1.2 seconds.
He's lost a little bit there. Might have been that little pucker valve moment through the trees, but he's got a couple of corners to go. This is solid from Andy Kolb here today.
Just sat down quickly, grabbed a couple of pedal strokes, tries to keep the bike on the deck across the hip jump. It's Andy Kolb heading for the hot seat in Mont-Sainte-Anne. Just 2 gap jumps to go now. Andy Kolb for the last time in 2025. Is he going to head into the hot seat? The Austrian national champion crosses the line and goes fastest by 0.7 of a second in Mont-Sainte-Anne. Next up, it's the comeback kid, Dakotah Norton from Mondraker Factory Racing, the American rider. The Mondraker Factory team manager watches on. Nico, you can't take anything away from Dak. He crushed it yesterday.
Yeah, he did, putting himself right back in the top 10 where he wants to be, and he normally builds through the runs too, so these margins back that he is here, I think that's all possible for him to make back at the bottom of the track.
Yeah, we always joke with Dakotah Norton, don't we, Josh, that the tracks just aren't long enough. He needs to be out there for minutes and minutes and minutes at a time, and he just gets faster as the run goes on.
And he's got an incredible style that looks effortless. He can really make gnarly sections look so calm and easy that he can carry some great speed through. He has lost 1.3 in the first split, but a little under a second in the second split. A little bit of swagger, not mad about it.
Really, really nicely done off there. Dakotah Norton won the Fox US Open in Killington earlier in the year, and you could see a bit of relief on his face after that result, Nico.
Yeah, it gave him some confidence, just proof that he was back. Pretty competitive field there that day, and just building back at the end of this season.
1.6, he's fine time here.
Yeah, so 1.6, that's definitely possible in this next section. He's normally really good.
Dakotah Norton heads out in the open briefly and head into the second half. Can he get the big pull across here? Doesn't go for it. Heads in for the trees.
He misses that little bit of momentum, but he gets the good double.
This is going to be tight here at the last split.
This is going to be mega tight. I think some time
to
come back his way.
4/10 of a second now. The gap between Andy Kolb and Dakotah Norton as he starts to get a move on. We said he builds as the run goes on, but my goodness, he's found some time in the rocks of Mont-Sainte-Anne.
Dakotah Norton charging.
Andy said he was tired too. He said there's time up there in the last split.
Dakotah Norton, the man in blue, emerges out into the daylight of Mont-Sainte-Anne. Is he about to hit the hot seat? Here comes the American rider down the line from Mondraker Factory Racing. Goes second fastest by 0.3 of a second. Andy Kolb knows that he survived. The UCI Downhill World Champion for the Santa Cruz Syndicate is locked and loaded in the gate. Whatever happens next is history.
The rainbow jersey against one of the future greatest of all times in Canada on Mont-Sainte-Anne. It comes down to this moment. Jackson has qualified third. Loic Bruni is first. It is all up to Jackson right now.
In the hot seat, Andy Kolb looks on. Nico Mullally.
That was an incredible start. You saw how far he jumped out of that turn.
The expectation, the moment. He knows what it takes to win here. He's won 4 times this season already, but this is the moment.
Whoa.
And look at the backside over the rocks.
6/10
Jackson
of a second.
Goldstone is on fire here this afternoon.
6/10 of a second back on that time of Andy Kolb's.
That little left-hand corner here is proving to be a bit difficult as the riders come down.
Absolutely throws it round there across this rock gap, gets the wheels back on the ground, accelerates down through this section. Nico's looking good so far.
Yeah, he's looking really good. You could see him just lean his head into these turns. He hasn't given up any momentum. Huge gap there. We haven't
Huge
seen
gap
yet.
across there.
This is where Jackson excels when he has the freedom and the flexibility to jump and backside all of these little jumps. He is such a fluid rider. So he is 0.6 back still, but it's the same pace, so he's on pace with Kolb here. This is where Kolb started to go backwards, and this is where we expect Jackson Goldstone to step up, gets the full gap over the Stevie Smith drop.
Down behind the bars across the Stevie Smith drop, a Canadian going for an overall title on home soil. It all makes so much sense. Here comes Jackson Goldstone. He's fired a 10th of a second, half a second now in touch. Big
Yes, the pre-jump over the top, nearly goes out the front door. Jackson Goldstone is on the limit and flying this afternoon.
Heads into Liddell. Here we go. Jackson Goldstone. What's he got in store for us in here? Skims
Look at how fast he entered that.
Jackson Goldstone now gets pushed towards the front.
That was incredible.
Dancing his way down through.
Triples out.
Don't worry about going through the rocks, just jump over them.
Oh, Goldstone really, really nicely done for the first part of Liddell. Come out in the open, then it hit the second part of it.
He gets the triple.
Gets the triple, gets the gap, heads down again. Johnston was so fast.
That was so fast. That was the second key moment. We're about to hit the next split. He's up!
He's up by 2 seconds. Jackson Goldstone up at sector 4. Just one to play for this 2025 season. Needs to put himself into a hot seat if he wants a chance of winning his debut elite level overall title. Here comes Jackson Goldstone in front of his home fans. Goldstone, is he going to do it? Can he make it? Goldstone crosses the line and goes fastest in Mont-Sainte-Anne by 2.2 seconds. It's advantage Goldstone in the title battle. Andy Kolb can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. That's it. That's all Goldstone can do. Luca Shaw leaves the start hut for the Canyon Collective. Goldstone celebrates in the finish area. Nico Mullally, do you think that is enough?
I can't answer that. That was an incredible run, but we've got Super Bruni starting last, and when he's in that position, he is dangerous.
Shaw, neatly done across
Goes
that
low
flat.
there. That was
goes
interesting.
Low. That works for him.
Gets low, goes back high, different to Lukey Meyer-Smith, who went low to outside.
Jackson Goldstone currently on track to equal Aaron Gwynn's record of 5 wins in a UCI Downhill World Cup season in the elite men's category. But, and it's a big but, Loic Bruni remains at the top and Luca Shaw is on track in a minute. Gets that gap there. 1.1 back now for Shaw. There's a split 2.8 back. It's
lost a little
moving
bit
away from Shaw.
I think Jackson just hit the rock garden so well. We forget how fast he entered and hit that right turn in the rock garden. Faster than we've seen anyone all day.
Luca Shaw, the final 2 rock gardens to go. It's not quite the run that he was hoping for, but it's a solid run to round out the season here this weekend.
Shaw down the line into second place behind Jackson Goldstone. 2.2 seconds back. Andy Kolb looks on. Luca Shaw, Nico, just gets better and better, doesn't he?
That'll be a podium for him today.
And where is Loic Bruni? There's drama at the top. Where is Loic Bruni? That shot should contain a Loic Bruni. Jackson Goldstone.
Jackson doesn't know.
Can't believe it.
We spoke of this battle in the lead up to this moment. Loic Bruni is nowhere to be seen in the start hut.
Loic Bruni, a DNS, does not start. DNS confirmed by race control, which means that the title must be Goldstone's. He's gone back to the gondola, we're hearing. And that's confirmed by the announcer in the finish bowl. They're taking the timing apparatus apart by the look of it, which means that your winner today and the UCI World Cup overall title winner is looking like it's going to be Jackson Goldstone, who can't work out what's going on. Ronan Dunn's on there, Andy Kolb's on there, Luca Shaw's on there. Drama like we've never seen before at the UCI Downhill World Cup. We're hearing that Lloyd Bruni has headed back towards the gondola. Is a DNS. Jackson Goldstone of the Santa Cruz Syndicate will take the win and the overall title in front of his home crowd. But here is Jackson Goldstone. Here he comes. Jackson Goldstone is your 2025 UCI Downhill World Cup overall title winner.